Hey y'all, I'm Shayna, and today I'm here with some hot topics. I haven't done a hot topics segment in a while, so not individually, not pre-recorded or anything like that. So I wanted to come and bring this to y'all. I did go on a live tonight, just a few hours ago, with Monique Nicole and Nita the Diva, where we did discuss a few of these hot topics that I'm going to touch on. We did it on a live panel, so that was fun. Some triggering things can be really try to not dig too deep into the Diddy stuff, where it can kind of disturb people. And I'm going to try to stay away from that to, in this recorded video as well. I feel like if you are easily offended, then my apologies. But I'm just going to give my opinion and how, from what I see on these topics that we're going to discuss. If you feel, you agree, you disagree, drop down in the comments, let me know. Because like I told y'all, my time may be ticking with YouTube. I still got a few weeks left to kind of make a decision. In the meantime, watch the video on through, like, comment, subscribe, let me know you're here. Your support means a lot. This is truly what's been keeping me going, because I am demonetized still. So this is what's been keeping me going with creating content. Check out my other videos, check out my reviews for my shows. BMF is coming up, and since it's the last season, I may do an episode or two of that as well. I did Basketball Wives or Housewives of Atlanta, The Never Ever Met. So check out all the things. Now, I said I was going to try to go over everything in an hour. So if there's something you don't want to hear about, fast forward, jump ahead. I'll put a timestamp. I'll try to remember to put a timestamp in the description. But I did want to touch on not necessarily Diddy, but Cassie. And, from what I've been seeing with the comments with her, how I feel about what she's gone through. Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, DDG, Lil Wayne kicking his fiance out. Shannon Sharp, I might talk about that for like 30 seconds. I don't have much to give, but I may touch on it. Summer Walker, Jasmine Brown, Jaden Daniels' mom, we'll see. And Sweet Tea, if you're into Married to Medicine, being let go. So let's see if I have enough time to touch on all of it. Thank y'all for supporting me. I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to take a look over on social media. Look at the blogs. Let's check out the blog. Shout out to Erica De Niro. She always says, let's check out the blogs. Get into these hot topics. Let's start off with Cassie. So Cassie reveals she suffered from PTSD before ending relationship with Diddy in 2018. Confirmed she received the $20 million settlement from Diddy, and she still testified after she got her hush money. Honey, okay, I heard that. I know that's right. And all I want to say is, and I did touch on this on the live, when it comes to everything she's gone through and people saying, well, why didn't she just walk away? Well, she must have liked it there because she stayed. She could have left. What's wrong with y'all? Like, are you okay? Or do y'all just dislike women? Because acting like it's so easy. Stockholm syndrome is really a thing. Grooming is really a serious thing. Why are we trying to downplay it like it's not that deep? Oh, they could just get up and walk away. They could just get up and walk away. No, they can't. Or she was having a good time. She must have liked it. She loved it there. She was giggling. She was laughing. She said she enjoyed it. As I've stated before, if you didn't see the live, I said over there, listen, just because I've seen people, they have Stockholm, I remember I was watching some documentary, somebody got kidnapped, they stuck in somebody's basement. They might have had a few moments where they were giggling or they laughed at something or something was funny. Slaves were out there giggling and singing here and there. That doesn't mean anything. Just because somebody's laughing or you think they're enjoying it doesn't mean that they enjoy being there. That doesn't take away from the situation at hand. She was groomed at a young age. She got with him as a teenage girl. We don't know her family dynamic. We don't know if she had anybody to lean on. This Hollywood industry is wicked. There's stuff that you and I and the average person we don't even know to have. So a man with this much power, a man with this much influence, all this money, he's been, again, these rumors, I've been hearing these rumors since the 90s. So this isn't new news to me. Now the details are quite graphic and very disturbing, and I really don't want to hear no more. But she's just trying to get in the industry. He could have been love bombing her. We don't know. So we don't know what he was telling her, what he promised her, what she thought she would have. And once she got in, I'm sure it was hard for her to get out. We see that she attempted to run away barefoot in a hotel lobby. You know that floor was dirty. She was trying to get out of there. And you mean to tell me y'all saw that video and thought, oh, why didn't she just walk away? Why didn't she just leave? Like, shut up. What's wrong with shut up? It is not that easy. They say it takes for the ad. You messing with Pookie, Tito, Tony, and them. He ain't got no job using your car, and they say it takes 7 times for a woman to leave a DV situation for an average woman. So how many times do you think it took for her to try to leave this situation? When she got with her husband, when she had a safe space and someone to help get her out of there, then she was able to leave. But you have to be strategic. You have to plan. She doesn't work. She's working for him. She's signed to him. They have a contract involved. She's probably getting her money from him. She doesn't have a job or anything. You can't just be like, oh, I don't like it here. Let me just get up and walk away. It's not that simple. And I think people need to have a little more compassion. And it's just like, oh, well, if a man said, if a man said something, y'all side with it. And I'm not trying to make this a man versus woman thing, but the comments have been very disturbing. How y'all try to defend the men in these situations when the women are in, situations that they shouldn't be in. Y'all are quick to defend. Sometimes, yes, there's certain situations where women may lie. They're wrong. If you're lying, whatever, we'll get to that Tory Lanez situation. You need to be held accountable. But in this situation, Cassie really was a victim. That's why he gave her a $20 million settlement, because he knows he was wrong. $20 million, not $2 million, not $10 million like Uncle Shay Shay. Okay, so I give people some grace. She's gone through enough, and now she is like 8 months pregnant and having to relive it, and her husband has to hear it, and it's just a lot. Give these people some grace. They can see the comments. It's a lot. And I'm one who I'll be commenting on, so I don't care. But in this situation, making jokes about this is not a laughing matter. Okay? Okay, let's get on to the next thing. Okay, I think let's get into Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Let me get them pulled up. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Has Tory Lanez been vindicated? Has Meg Thee Stallion a liar? Let's see. Because, baby, this is a lot. Okay. Now we know officials say that Kelsey Harris' bodyguard overheard. So let me remind you, this is hearsay, nothing concrete, no factual proof, no evidence, just somebody who overheard something. So when I overhear somebody gossiping, I guess that's legitimate. I guess that's enough to say, hey, okay, I know this person got committed of a crime, but this is all I need to know. Again, I know there's a lot of falsely imprisoned people right now, especially Black men, and I hate it. I don't like it. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. In this situation, I've supported Tory Lanez. I've seen him live in concert. I've listened to all his mixtapes. I still listen to his mixtapes. I listen to Meg Thee Stallion. So, but I don't know these people personally. In this situation, I wasn't heavily invested because it felt like everybody was lying to me. I wasn't super invested in it. If I made any commentary, I was going off of what I heard at the time and whatever information was presented to me at the time, and whatever commentary I made, I stand on what I said at the time because I spoke on what I saw at the time that it was given. Now, in this situation, I just feel like, what would Meg gain from lying on Tory? She's not friends with Kelsey. If I was friends with someone, and that's my best friend powed me in the foot. Do you really think that I would be defending her? Come on now. Let's use our brain cells. Let's use logic. I would be getting her thrown up under the jail. If my best friend powed me in the foot, I'm not going to blame some man. Oh, no, sister. You did the crime, you got to do the time. I wouldn't even be worrying about Tory. But let me remind you that Meg never pressed charges. So it's not like she went out of her way. Now, once everything went on, she has to speak on it. She can't just be like, I don't want to say nothing. I don't know nothing. No, she has to speak on it. Or she could do time. She is still the victim. She still got pow in the foot. She is the victim, not the villain. Like y'all want to paint her out to be. Oh, how could he do that to a black man? Listen, do I think anyone should be serving 10 years over a pow in the foot? No. But if he did it, then he did it. Then you got to do the time. If Kelsey did it, then he should have testified. All that he was trying to protect her. He was trying to save them. No, come on. You really think he wasn't even in a relationship with her, has no ties to her, no nothing. And you think that he was trying to protect her. It is a rare occurrence. We are shocked and stunned when we see a black man protecting a black woman because that's how rare we see it. So I can understand if he was her man. He has a child and everything, and you think he wanted to leave that behind to go to prison? No, he was already a convicted felon. He already had a violent history. He had a history. He had a past. He had charges. He wasn't supposed to be around firearms. None of that. So the time was not just from what Megan said. That is not, it's not like, oh, well, Megan lied, let him free. No, that's not how this works. Now, do I think he's, for the foot incident alone, okay, if I want to be like, all right, well, he served enough time for that. But there's not only he's an immigrant, there's so many layers to this. He should have testified. He did not. If he was innocent, he should have spoke on it. Let's not forget the recorded phone call where he was apologizing to Kelsey. Apologize, telling he's going to make things right. Make what right? Apologizing for what? What did he do that he's sorry for? Come on now. But y'all want to ignore the fact and only use bits and pieces to try to make the story make sense for you to come at that woman. Did Meg lie to Gayle King? Yes, she did. Gayle King shouldn't even never asked her the question. She told the truth in front of the judge. That's the only person who needs the answers. Gayle wasn't giving an interview. We're not on trial. There's no judge or jury here, Gayle. But since she's lied, Kelsey, she wanted immunity. She didn't want to speak on it. Tory, it seemed like everybody's lied at some point. So I don't think there's no innocent party here. And since I don't know what to believe, I don't fully believe anyone. Could he be innocent? He may be. And if he's innocent, then, whoever lied on him needs to be held accountable. And if he did it, and he did the crime, then he did the crime. Now, him getting a little shanking done in prison, 14 times, I was not happy about that because we don't want anyone to lose their life, especially that way behind bars. Gang violence and all types of stuff. There's all types of stuff going on behind them walls that I never want to experience or know about ever. But from what I heard, it ain't nothing nice. It's a real thing. So, especially he was like a celebrity. So, people going to have it out for him. But I know could Rock Nation be behind it? Anything. I know there's all types of conspiracies going on. People giving think pieces on it, all types of stuff. But we don't know. And only people who really know what went on are the people who were there. And even they got like misconstrued versions of whatever happened. So we'll never probably know the full truth. But I hope he is okay in there. I don't want him to try to, recover and then it happen again. And I also do feel bad for Megan because now she has to relive this yet again. I don't know what this means for her career. I already feel like, right now she's kind of on a decline because of the situation. So there was no benefit to her doing this and trying to throw Tory under the jails. There was no benefit for her. It didn't help her career in any way. She was already up and coming and on the rise. If anything, it hindered her because we know Black men weren't defending her and half of the Black women weren't either because they're male-identified pick-me's who align themselves with men. Whatever a man says, that's what they're going to listen to. But if we're just looking at the facts, somebody did something and Megan shouldn't be the one to blame because she's the one who got pow-powed at the end of the day. Once the state picks up the charges or whatever, they press charge, they file the charges, the state, the city, whoever, it's really out of your hands at that point. So y'all giving her, y'all can believe that the man was trying to protect the woman, but you can't believe that the woman was actually trying to protect the man by not, pressing any charges and not speaking on it. Like, come on now. Come on now. It's contradictory. It's contradictory and it's not right. But let's get into our next topic. Oh, Chris Brown. Not before the tour. And I'm still trying to get my tickets. Them tickets sold out fast. And the resale tickets be triple the price. I hope he's free in time for this tour because I really am mad I missed it last year and I want to see it this year. Okay. Chris Brown arrested in Manchester. He's in the UK over alleged 2023 bottle attack. So it says here, Chris Brown has been arrested in Manchester for allegedly attacking a music producer with a bottle 2 years ago. As reported by The Sun, the 36-year-old was detained by the Met Police at the L'Oreal Hotel on suspicion of causing grievous bodily harm just after 2 a.m. in London. So the timing, the timing of it all, because yesterday he said free Tory. Today he's locked up, clank, clank. They won't let him out. I saw Bow Wow say free CB. Bow Wow, you just saw what happened. You just saw Chris Brown say free Tory, and you gonna turn right back around and say free Chris? Like, zip it. Unless you want to get in some mess later, but I'm just saying. How do y'all feel about Chris Brown and this arrest? I think he'll be out. I mean, he's in another country, so the rules is different. The game ain't the same over there, so I don't know. And if he did it, I don't know. I don't know how I feel because he does also have a violent past now. I feel like whatever he did with Rihanna and all that stuff, I don't hang on to that because she let it go, so why am I holding on to it? But he does have a history, and then this happens, and then the timing of it. Do y'all feel like, oh, well, he's on my free Tory, so that's what he get? Or do you feel like let him out? I feel like I want to see the summer tour, and that may be a little bit selfish of me. But I want to see this concert come summer. I'm trying to have it my way this summer. You hear me? Okay. I'm trying to do all the things I want to do this summer, and I can't do that if he's behind bars. Okay. Let's see. Next topic. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so Halle Bailey and DDG. Let's get into it. Now, these two, we know, or if you don't know, Halle Bailey did, Little Mermaid, Disney princess. She's so beautiful. She has a baby with YouTuber. And I guess he's an aspiring rapper or something. I don't know anybody who's listened to his music, not even the youth. So I don't think nobody really checking for him like that. But I mean, I guess. But anywho, they have a child together. They weren't together that long before she got pregnant. I'm gonna say that. They had the baby. He already has shown signs of like kind of being insecure when it comes to her. He said it, and I didn't hear the song, but the Shade Room posted like some song lyrics, so I do remember that. I don't know. A lot of women are like, girl, what are you thinking? The red flags was there. He used to date Ruby Rose. Now, come to find out, allegedly, I'm just going to say allegedly, even though Halle has proof, there's been some DV going on. He's been physical with her. She fought back. I'm happy she fought back. Because people act like, oh, it takes it away when you fight back. Like, oh, they both were violent. No, somebody hit me and I hit them back. You're still violent. You started it and I just finished it. But I mean, anyway. But I mean, you ain't gonna just get over on me. Like, you're gonna have to put up a fight with me. So I hear you, girl. But they have the child, baby Halo, who he's so cute. He looks just like his mama. And DDG been online for like months now. So she won't let me see my son and this and that and the other. And then, oh, she's so wrong. She won't let him see his son. He said himself, there was one example I remember specifically. And I think my girl Christina, check her out, her channel. She does great content over there. And check out all my fellow YouTubers. I've shouted some out on my community tab, so check that out and subscribe. Let's show everybody support. And if you haven't liked the video, now's a good time to like the video. Okay, share it with a friend. But anywho, so he said at one point, and I think I discussed this on the live as well with Monique and Nita, that he was trying to come over to her house one night. They had already broken up. She said, oh, me and baby Halo are sick. He's mad, like, oh, I just want to see my son. I can just sit with him in the house. Ninja, no, you can't just sit in my house. No, you absolutely cannot. Who are you? And who do you think you are that you can just sit in my house? No, you absolutely cannot just sit in my house when you feel like it whenever you want to. I'm under the weather, and so is the baby. And you think you're just going to be coming in here sitting around seeing what I'm doing, trying to make sure you keep tabs on what I'm doing. I'm speaking like I'm Haley or Hallie. What's my name? Hallie. You can't just come and sit in nobody's house. Y'all are not together. Y'all are not a couple. And and it's not like I haven't done this. I'm sorry. Oh, my computer froze for a sec. I'm sorry. I hope y'all could hear me. I probably was looking crazy because my mouth was like, oh, not after I recorded all of that. But anyway, because it was happening a lot on the live earlier and it wasn't happening with me. Don't start freezing up on me now. I ain't got the time. I got to work in the morning. Okay? We're doing this late night content for free. But anyway, you can't just come sit in nobody's house when y'all not together. That's why the family dynamic and marriage, we need to really try to get back to that. We need to try to get back to that. It's so important. There would be no baby mama, baby daddy, you can't come to my house nonsense if we had that. But since we're here, so you cannot just come over whenever you want. You can come over on your designated days. Just like she has designated time, you need to have some. And since they didn't have anything in writing, now she's going to get something in writing, as she should. Now, a lot of people are coming down on her because she only wanted to give him 6 hours of supervised visits a week. Now, she said he got physical with her in front of the baby. So to just be like, oh, well, that ain't right. I mean, whatever happened with y'all two, that don't got nothing to do with the baby. Well, you can't get physical with the mother in front of the baby. I don't know. Right now, she has temporary sole custody. So clearly, if she has temporary sole custody of the baby, there's enough evidence to justify that. Because they don't just give that. Like, they don't even just give, like, sole custody easily anyway. You have to really prove that the other parent is unfit. At least that's how it was when I was going through that a long, long time ago. They may give the mother or whomever the baby's with primarily, they'll give you primary custody, but the other parent still has rights. But for them to just be like, oh, no, you're getting sole custody and like very limited visitation, something's going on. So you cannot get physical with somebody and do whatever you want and taunt them online. She has all the proof because he's going online every other day complaining about her. I hope they can work it out because at the end of the day, the one who hurts the most is the baby. The one who hurts the most is the child. He's the one who's going to be suffering with parents who are at odds, and he's going to feel that. He's going to know it. It's like, why isn't my dad here when he has certain things to do growing up? And she signed up for a lifelong sentence because it does not end when a child turns 18. Once you have a child with somebody, you are tied to that person through the child for the rest of your life. As long as that child is living, if they get married, guess what? You will not go because your baby daddy there. You got grandkids, you got whatever, you're going to be tied to this person. So, and I can't say when they be like, women choose wisely. People choose wisely and give people time. Because a lot of times people don't show their true colors right away. It takes time. But when that baby come, well, you're going to find out. See, she thought she was going to have a different experience or that she was different. I'm just thinking because Ruby Rose already gave her the Carfax. See, if she went in completely blind and she didn't know no better, then I'd be like, oh, shame on him for deceiving her. She already had a heads up. And she went through with this. And then the people try to tell her she didn't want to listen. You want to be grown? Okay, girl, you had to learn it. You just had to learn on your own. You had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. But we here now. The baby's here now. She had to learn the lesson. The lesson's learned now. Having a baby ain't gonna change nobody. It's going to make things worse. Having a baby makes things worse. So I would advise not to do it. But I mean, I hope they really can come together because it is so much better for everybody involved when you have a healthy co-parenting dynamic. That struggle and strife between parents, it's not good for the parents or the child. It's really not. Okay, let's get to the next subject. Now, Shannon Sharp had old victims popping out the woodworks, young victims popping out the woodworks, all victims coming out with something to say about this man. And there was one common denominator that we notice amongst these victims, and that's that these ladies are clear complected women, clear women who are speaking out. This is a previous alleged victim, because this is what she's saying. It says, woman who filed 2023 SA lawsuit against Shannon Sharp speaks out about the current allegations against him. I want people to understand what Shannon did to this woman. That was horrifying. And so that's what she had to say. There's just instances when, once one comes out, then they all start coming out. And then people are like, oh, had he been with a black woman? Had he been with a woman his own age? And I do think he needs to be with somebody his own age. I absolutely do think he needs to be with somebody close to his age. Like, I feel like he's 56. If he went 10 years younger, I think that's appropriate. 19 is disgusting. She's young enough to be your granddaughter. He should be ashamed of himself. And when she was speaking and I heard that leaked phone call, she sounded exactly like a teenager. What were y'all talking about? Now, he into kinks and some, weird fetishy stuff. I ain't getting into all that. Whatever he into, hearing what he's into and what he's doing. Why would y'all say he should have been with a black woman? What do y'all see? And this is what we said. Do y'all hate black women? Because how did you hear what he did to the other women and think, oh, no, he should have been doing that to black women instead? No, he shouldn't have. Sisters, this is not our fight. Take your capes off. I know that's hard for some of you. Take it off, give it a rest, put it in the closet, and don't take it back out. That has nothing to do with us. I felt indifferent about this. I didn't care about Shannon in this. I didn't feel no way. I wasn't really invested. I'm not even really interested. But that was the only thing that stuck out to me. Oh, he should have been with the black women. The black women should have been. No, and the black women are bitter and we don't care, first of all. We don't care. We don't care. Stop trying to put this care on us. We don't care. We're glad that we're not dealing with this, and it wasn't us. He shouldn't be doing it to no woman. He shouldn't be doing it to nobody, even though it seems like at times some of these women were willing participants. But he shouldn't be. If they gave you consent last week, that don't mean you got it again this week. That was for last week. You got to get it again this week. So he shouldn't be just doing stuff to people. But again, it's none of my business. Because I guarantee he wouldn't have been put on his cape for no black one. Okay. So please, let's mind our business. And I don't want this happening to my sisters. So no, we don't think he should be doing this to us. We don't think he should be doing it to anybody. And that's don't got nothing to do with us. Okay? Let's be clear. Let's get into Lil Wayne kicking out his BBW, okay? Now, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one in the comments. Apparently, Lil Wayne ended his relationship with his on-again, off-again fiance on Mother's Day. She's a mother. Not to any of his, I don't know how many children he has, 5, 9, something like that. Not to any of his children. But she is a mother who he was in a relationship with and lived in one of his homes, and he kicked her out on Mother's Day. And she posted a story that said, breaking up with someone on Mother's Day is diabolical. Prayers up, though. God always pulls me through, walking with faith. And it says, Denise Bidat, I don't know, took to Instagram to accuse rapper Lil Wayne of ending their relationship on Mother's Day and forcing her and her daughter to leave. She also alleged that Lil Wayne has been both emotionally and physically abusive to her. According to People magazine, the two have reportedly been in an on-again, off-again relationship since summer 2020. So, a shout out to the Shade Room for all of this lovely information. Everything in my that I've stated is just my opinion, and it's all alleged. And like the video. Now, I feel kind of indifferent. Now she's crying to us, talking about he's been doing all these things to her, and he has. And it's like, but what are we supposed to do about it? I'm sorry. So he kicked her daughter out. Her daughter's not like a baby or a little kid. She's like an older daughter. She's like, in my birthday on Monday or whatever day it was, like in my birthday around the corner. I don't know where I'm gonna sleep. You and your daughter on the street, and the first thing you do is pull out your phone and record a video. The priorities is messed up for me, because if you've been living with Lil Wayne, you should have been stacking. You should have been stacking your paper. And that's why you just never fully rely on no man. You should have been stacking your paper. You weren't married to him either. On again, off again, fiance. Even as a wife, you still gotta make sure you protect it, especially when you have children. Do I think he was wrong? He was wrong for kicking her out on Mother's Day. I mean, I guess he must have really wanted her out that house. He must have really wanted her out of there. Because dang. But Mother's Day was just wrong and rude. Like, goodness gracious, let her enjoy her Mother's Day. So he does that, and she take him back. Because they've been on again, off again. This might not have been the first time. What are you teaching your daughter? And she said she was 5 weeks post-op from getting a mommy makeover. So she just got surgery, new little BBL or something along them lines. And she's supposed to be recuperating and resting, and she on the street. Baby, he would have kicked me out that day, and by that night, I would have been signing my new lease for a new apartment. Oh, no, I would have been moving. What happened? Bring back Shane. Pack your things up with some dignity and pride. I guess she's trying to get us to feel pity for her, or she want to file a lawsuit. File the lawsuit if he's done something. I just don't know what we supposed. Like, how did we get into the group chat? Then she said, oh, me and my daughter going to go back to the home where we live. And we go, why are you going back there? Unless you're going to get some more belongings and get your stuff out, it's his house. She could try to fight and be like, oh, I've been living here and maybe squatter rights, but I wouldn't even want to. Look, I'm not saying nowhere I'm not wanted. He don't want me there. It's his house. And she said he already replaced her with 2 women. Girl, get your dignity. Don't drag your daughter in this. Get your pride. If it was just her, she wanted to embarrass herself, fine. But you have a child in this. Gather your things and go. Just get your belongings and go. She should have been stacking her paper. She should have had enough money. If you paying all the bills, she says she models, take your modeling money, and you should have enough that you should be able to move. Now, granted, she said she moved from New York to LA. Maybe she's not familiar. Both places are very expensive. So I feel like price range wise, it should be the same. If you got to call your mama or somebody, call her. Call her. No point, no sense now trying to be prideful, because you wasn't too prideful to go on the internet. Make the call, go somewhere, stay in a hotel, get some rest. It's over. And it would be over for me. Now, when I tell you it would be no looking back, you don't got no ties. You don't got no ties to that man. You got no children with that man. You ain't married to the man. You don't got nothing with this man. Let the memories go and get gone. I would act like, you gotta act like you so unbothered. He should be wondering, like, dang, she didn't care that I kicked her out. Don't go out like this. Don't go out like this. Not if you can help it. It's giving Medea, why did I get married? Like, don't have him tossing y'all on the street like this. Not with a child too, Lord. What y'all think about this? I don't know. She's clear. Well, I'm not gonna say she's clearly, but I think she may be with the man for money. He was with her for whatever he was getting out of her. It ran its course. Y'all got to look at the reviews for these men. You know what you're walking into, and you walk into it anyway. And just enjoy the ride if that's the case. And when the ride's over, you got to get off. Okay, next subject. So let's just briefly, and that should only be a minute or two, let's talk about Jaden Daniels and his mother, his overbearing mother who acts like she's his woman. And it's disgusting and disturbing. Okay, I believe Jaden Daniels may be a football player. I don't really keep up with him, but I keep seeing him all around because of his mama. Because of his mama. It says, thanks to the Shade Room, the mother of Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels speaks about helping to protect his or to protect him from the wrong woman. As he continues to elevate in his career, she makes it clear that she does want her son to date and knows he has to have his own life experiences. She shares the different ways she contributes to his career to help him on and off the field. His mama is always there in a weird, almost inappropriate way. She's one of those mothers that they talk about. She one of them ones where boy moms get a bad rep. I'm a mom of a boy. I have a son, okay? I have a teenage son. He plays sports on all the things. But I'm not a boy mom. Some of those boy moms who act like their son is their man. If you're a single mother, shout out to you. I'm trying to come down because, trust me, I know all about it. But it's not fair. It is not fair for you. He's sitting there talking to that. He was talking to the one basketball player. They was cute too. You up there, the camera turn around, the camera turn back around. You in the middle, in between them. He talking to a woman. You getting all in the middle of it. Why are you even all around like that? Why are you there? Back off. And Jaden is grown now. He need to set some boundaries. I really think it's highly inappropriate. Not only is she doing this, but she's doing interviews to discuss it. Back off. You want to protect your son? He's grown now. So at this point, you need to trust that you've done a great job. You did the best that you could do, and that he's now free to make his own decisions. It's almost like women who are not women, but parents who feel like, oh, I don't want my child to grow up and they're just going too fast. You want to keep them around forever. It's selfish and it's actually wicked to try to keep them. You don't keep kids forever. Kids, you're supposed to have them, raise them, and trust that you did a good enough job that they can go out on their own in the world one day and make their own decisions. And you have to let them go. It's selfish to try to keep him with you because you just want him around. Oh, what if he dates the wrong woman? What if he does? Then let him go through those life experiences and figure it out just like you did. These are his experiences to be had. Because then when he finally do get a taste of freedom, he really going to wild out. I just think she's very highly inappropriate and wrong. And now he has and not only are you causing embarrassment and shame and with the ladies, because I'm sure he's still going to be able to find somebody because he's a football player. But I wouldn't want no mother-in-law like that. I'm sorry. That could almost be a deal breaker. I'm sure his teammates, he was at a wedding one time. His mom was a date. Now I would take my mom with me because, it would be fun. But with her, it's you trying to watch my every move like an overbearing helicopter mom. It's weird. Leave him alone. Go away. Matter of fact, go get you some business. If you don't have a man, fine. You don't have to have a man, but get a hobby, get something to do, get some of your own business, get something going so you can leave your grown adult son alone. Child, next subject. So I forgot to mention Tiana earlier, but I wanted to briefly touch on Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert very briefly because I think I might have spoken about them somewhere before. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. This is where we're getting the information right now. So Iman Shumpert seeks jail time for Tiana Taylor, accuses her of violating the divorce order, publicly revealing private terms, hurling insults in front of their kids, and damaging his career. I'm doing a good job reading this stuff with no glasses on because, baby, I'm struggling. It says, this is lengthy. Ooh-wee. I'm going to skim through it. I'm going to paraphrase. Iman Shumpert is demanding ex-wife Tiana Taylor be jailed for 20 days and found in criminal contempt, claiming she violated their July 2024 divorce deal. According to his May 5th court filing, Tiana willfully and contemptuously exposed and broadcast specific provisions of their divorce judgment, which cover custody support and property division. He alleged she hurt his income, damaged his reputation, and took their kids out of school without reason. He also claimed Tiana shouted crude and inflammatory racial insults in front of the children, putting them in a self-imposed position of peacemaker. Baby, not racial insults. I guess she said, get out of here, ninja. Okay. Ninja, please. Oh, my goodness. Tiana, girlfriend, baby. Ooh, on that day, it got real ugly, didn't it? I hate it for her. because he's the reason why we even found out they were going through divorce. He is the reason. And now look. Ooh, girl. Because as many times she said, not too much of my bestie. Are we still best friends? Are he still the father of my child or my children? You know, we still got kids together. We still love each other. Do he know that? Does he know that? Is this news to him? It's news, like it's news to us? He your bestie. What kind of best friend will want their best friend jailed for 20 days? He's the father of your children, but you're the mother of his, and he wants you in prison for 20 days. 20 days might sound short, but baby, that 20 minutes is too long for me. Okay? 20 days is too long. I hope the judge laughs us right out of court, but girl, I bet you'll think twice next time you go around calling him your bestie, your best friend, and all that. I know you want to try to see what happens when you put your old tired, ran through, raggedy, patchy, holy cape on to try to defend men like this. Because I'm not going to act like, oh, all men are just, no. There's some good ones out there, and the good ones, you wouldn't have to put no cape on. See how you wouldn't have to do all of this for a good man. So if you're doing all this, spreading yourself thin, wearing yourself out, jumping out, trying to protect him, he might not be a good man. I'm just saying. Because he didn't speak about her at all until he said he wanted her in jail. Baby, Tiana, and this is social, because a lot of y'all are sleeping with the enemy. I'm talking about laying down with the enemy every night. Do y'all watch Dear Future Wifey podcast? Baby, remember when OWN had that show, Black Love, and it was nothing but struggle, love, toxicity, horror stories? And that guy finally went off the air because Lord knows it was so hard and horrible to watch. Every couple that went on there, I think they divorced now. And Dear Future Wifey podcast said, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. We got it from here. We will take over from here. Horrible stories. Why got the devil? It's the devil, and everybody trying to get in our marriage, and we made a covenant. We made that. The enemy is in the house. He's in your bed. It's the one you made the vows with. You weren't supposed to be with that man, but you forced it. And now look, struggle, strife, turmoil. This is beyond. We got ups and downs, and good times and bad times and hard times. No, we passed that. Some of y'all are sleeping with the enemy, your biggest hater, your op. The one who wants to humble you, bring you down, is jealous of you. The man that you want to support, you let as my husband, my man, my man, my man. Once you in prison, y'all there, main ones, that's my best friend. A best friend wouldn't treat you like this. A best friend wouldn't do you like this, wouldn't talk to you like this. A best friend wouldn't have had, she said her utilities was cut off and all types of stuff. A best friend would never. And even if it ended, then he should always want to make sure you're good, because when you're good, his children are good. But he doesn't. He wants you in jail. So let this be a cautionary tale to be careful when you're putting on your cape for a man, because this is a prime example of a man who would not do the same for you. So y'all do all this, and I'm not biased, and I would never try to tear down a black man. It's quiet over there when it's time to do it. For she went online begging, saying she had threats of attacks and all types of stuff. She begged him to speak up and say something. That's what she was talking about when she was speaking on their divorce. And he was silent. And instead ran to his lawyer and said, I want her in jail. Okay, next subject. Next caller, please. Did y'all see they was trying to get Smokey Robinson? Not Smokey being a part of the Me Too movement in his last days, honey. Whew, I'm not gonna speak. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Y'all going to see Cowboy Carter? Have y'all seen Kendrick? Or are you like me? You want to see Chris Brown? What concerts do y'all want to see this summer? Speaking of Chris Brown, now Summer Walker, she's going to be a part of the tour. So, and it looks like she's going to be a part of the tour single again, back on the prowl. Shout out to Trina. Even though she get on my nerves on Love and Hip Hop Miami, but I mean, shout out to Trina anyway. So Summer Walker confirms Rico reckless breakup rumors. That's my pumpkin for life. Things just didn't align how we wanted. So it looks like they called it quits. She did come out later on and give a post about I deserve the life I deserve better. And then she was going on saying things like, I'm done dating right now. I'm not worrying about no man right now. Do I believe Summer is not worried about no man? Summer is always worried about a man. Summer is a kind of woman who needs a man. Like, they act like they just cannot function if they don't have a man. Like, they have to be in a relationship. Even though she has 3 kids she should be tending to in a career and in a life. She acts like if she does not have a man, like, she cannot function. She just has to, no matter what kind of man, she just has to have a man. And this guy, it's like Summer just be dating any old body. Like, everybody just can't get a turn, Summer. And when you do date them, why do you go public every time? Like, date. Like, people have changed the trajectory of what dating is. Like, dating is just that. Like, you don't have to sleep with somebody when you're dating them. You don't have to post them online and make it official and all that. Just date. Just get to know them. That's what dating was to me. I don't know if the game has changed. Dating is not sleeping. We're not in no relationship. We're not a couple. We don't have to, every time you date somebody, that don't got to be your man. You don't got to be like, ooh, we went out to Red Lobster today. You my man tonight. Stay, get to know each other, and then maybe in time. But she posts everybody she dates. They just get from bad to worse. Like, who is an aspiring rapper? Really, Summer? Who been in your DMs, who you was ignoring for years, and now you want to get, those are the worst ones. They do you the worst. I mean, they will do you in. Do not get, I see men say this. Ladies, if men are saying it, listen. Don't just listen to me, but listen to me, okay? Men have been saying, look, if a man been in your DM and he been trying to get your attention and talk to you for like 5 years, don't get that man no play. Don't get that man a chance. I know it worked out. Y'all thought it worked for Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons. Do not do it. They will do you in worse. You know why? Because now they're upset. Their little feelings is, oh my goodness, what the, not my laptop freezing again. But anyway, their feelings is hurt because you didn't give them the time of day the first time. So now they're gonna play it smooth and sweet. Oh yeah, I'm really interested. I really want to get to know you. Man, they're gonna treat you so bad. Usually, there's always an exception to the rule, but it's not the rule. So if you get lucky, you just get lucky. But if you have been ignoring him and he been in your DM and trying to get your attention, and you've been treated, just don't even laugh at his comments, don't even acknowledge it, don't like it, don't open it and read it, don't nothing, and you finally give him some play, oh, he gonna do you in because now he feel away. Because why didn't you give him play the first time? And I just wouldn't advise it. She's giving too many men a chance. It's not just you giving them a chance, but you have them around your children. And that's, I can't stand. I do not like that. It's so unfair to keep bringing these people in and out of these children's lives. If you want to date, then you do that in your free time. Don't have them all in your house when your kids are there and you're going around, they holding the kids and y'all posing for pictures. Stop doing that. It's wrong. And I remember she said, oh, I'm so mad I can't get pregnant right now because of this tour. I'm so glad she didn't. We do not need a third baby daddy. Not now, Summer. Please. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Summer. Girl, get a punani a rest. Put it on ice. Put that thing on ice. Take a little break. Get to know yourself. Learn about you. What do you like to do? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? Learn to know yourself, man aside. Please. Only men she need to be seeing right now is them twin sons. Okay, next caller, next subject on the line. Did y'all see Tamar is back in the blogs again with Nene discussing Candy? I said they can't stop discussing Candy to save their life. Hooey. I don't even know if I want to watch it. I know that Tamar said something about Lonnie Love and it was shady and I heard Lonnie deserved it. I don't know. Tamar's just been going through so much. Ever since she and Vince got divorced, it's been like a demise. Like it's been downhill ever since. And when she got with that clear complected white chocolate, man, it was really bad. Like, girl, I need I need my girl to have a turnaround. I know they said people was like, "Oh, Tamar, she's not a good person," and all that. I think she's been having some unfortunate circumstances that she just, oh, we need to turn around. And then I seen Krishan Rock was up there talking about her, and I'm like, not her trying to stay relevant. We haven't been seeing Krishan and whatchamacallit, and I don't need to see them no more. I felt like I was seeing them against my will, and I didn't appreciate it. But anyway, so we have shout out to the Day BF Daily now. I couldn't find the original post I was looking at, so I had to go find this. So watch Jazzy, aka Jasmine Brown, aka Cam Newton's third or fourth baby mama. She said, this she posted on Mother's Day, feeling all the love, kicks, and elbows. Cheers to our growing tribe. Then she said on the picture, being a mom has truly filled me with unimaginable joy. Y'all know I don't got my glasses on. I truly love it here and will never be the same. What y'all think? What do y'all think? If you know anything about this, you know that Cam Newton embarrasses her every chance that he gets, and she just chooses to be a fool. And then it's like, oh, he stays. He know where home is. Men never leave their dummies. Men don't leave their dummies if they can help it. Why would they leave their dummy? Where they can have their cake and eat it too? Why would he leave his dummy? Come on now. You don't want to be that. Now they be jumping on Watch Jazzy because I guess I used to follow her a long time ago, like when Instagram first was a thing. And she used to be funny. I don't know about now. I stopped following her and I don't know why. And then I guess she just stopped getting funny. But apparently at one point she was talking about women being dummies and baby mamas and all this and that. And then people jump on her because now she became the exact woman she talked about. Like, girl, them tables done turned. The nerve of you. They feel like, that's what she get. I ain't gonna say that's what she get, but she is signing up for this on purpose. Like, she just went on a panel or she did an interview or a podcast or something. When they get these microphones, child. But she's talking about how tired she feels. She feels so exhausted after she gets done taking care of everybody else. Mind you, she takes care of him. He don't do nothing for her. She's talking about, I rub his back and I get solace out of being a maid, a mattress, and a mule. I rub his feet. I unpack his bag. I do all that. He's retired, a retired football player. Up there hollering he don't got enough money to take care of all the kids he already got. And then here you go getting pregnant again. Girl. Ugh. Shame the devil. But he had to she's talking about she do everything for him, all his harem of children, his tribe, and then she added the child to the mix. Nobody's checking on her. She get done feeding everybody, doing everything, running around like an errand girl. And she's talking about nobody asked if she ate today. Nobody cared, she got a nap. Nobody cares how her mental space is. She didn't even get over postpartum from the last baby. And here you are again. And while, yes, girl, you did this, bought this on yourself. Like, what is he telling her? What kind of game is he running? Like, he literally will go on his podcast, embarrass her. See, he talked about, I ain't found my wife yet, and I haven't found the love of my life, and I want more kids. He ain't say with her. But since she's there and she won't leave. It's like men just really don't respect doormats. Like, I think they kind of like the chase. Like, when you're all making it easy and laying down and being a doormat, like, I don't think, because what are you gaining out of this? Like, girlfriend, do you want marriage? What do you want out of this? Or do you just want to keep popping out his babies and being his servant? Talking about your stepkids. Those ain't your stepkids. That man ain't marrying you. That's your child's siblings who got you running around like you Molly the maid. Hey, maid, I see you with your maid clothes. Girl would not having a second child with him. And he always has a couple of kids with each baby mama to really lock them in before he moves on with the next willfully wanting to be their doormat. I just think it's silly. I think it's quite foolish. But I also feel like, girl, you got to learn the hard way. Like, okay, girl, good luck. You don't want to hear it. Okay, girl, you just got to learn on your own. She's cool to be making these decisions, but I digress. Especially after she did a comedy tour while pregnant the last time. Why are you working like that? And you You should be taking a soft life. I'm not talking about how hard you work to the bone and how he got you doing tricks in the bed that you don't want to do and everything else she done said out loud that we never needed to know. But she was over there talking about he got 6 kids and he keeps saying he got 8. And I don't like that. Because even if those aren't his biological kids, if he said he raised them and those are his kids and he claims them as such, you don't go around and try to diminish it and talk about, oh no, he only got 6 kids. He said he has 8. You don't need to be no stepmother around my children and you doing that. I wouldn't like that at all. And we see how he did the first baby mama, the one who held him down the longest, was with him in college when he ain't had nothing going on. He couldn't even let her have a car in peace without trying to file paperwork to get that back. So, girl, I mean, this is what you want to do. Y'all have all the reviews, the Carfax, the Google reviews, the Yelp reviews, the every type of review, the binge review, and you just turn a blind eye, flags burning down in flames, and you just like, whatever, and it won't be me. I like to be a dummy out loud. Okay, well then, all right, that's what y'all want. Next subject. So last but not least, shout out to my reality TV show watchers. If you enjoy Married to Medicine, y'all know Sweet Tea got let go. So let's hear what she has to say.
You know, I think that platform was what it was for me at the moment. And I think that God has something better and I'm going down the right path. So that's all.
So shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Says Sweet Tea is not returning to Married to Medicine. It was foul. God has something better. She just keeps talking about the way they did her, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a little confused. Because first of all, the writing was on the wall. Like, I think it was pretty evident that she wasn't going to be here after the season because they can't get rid of Quad. So they can't get rid of Quad. Who do you think they're going to get rid of? And they asked Sweet Tea several times, girl, what do you want to do with this friend group? In so many words, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep your job or not? And she kept hollering, oh, it's whatever Greg want to do, whatever my husband want to do, whatever my husband want to do. Your husband got you off the show. And the streets was talking, and somebody said that he ain't got his job no more. I hope it ain't so. That's alleged. I don't know that to be a fact. But if that's true, y'all lost multiple streams of income. I hope she's still working from home from that government job and got them VA checks coming in because Lord knows they already had to refinance the house or something like that, allegedly. Child, you talking about having a baby? I don't know. I don't really feel bad. I feel like she came to do what they needed to do. I'm not gonna act like them being on the show, like, oh, it's so wrong for him to bring them on the show. And Quad was there. Why would you bring her ex-husband and his new wife on the show? It gave Quad a storyline. She didn't have one. She needed one. Quad had nothing to talk about. Now, I did see a video of Quad on her birthday the other day, and King was there. So I don't know why y'all kept saying King is like a paid, made-for-TV boyfriend, and he's a paid actor. It looks like they really are together, and y'all just can't stand a nice, beautiful, chocolatey couple. Like, it's like y'all just love to hate Quad. Can't let her be. Like, she's been on for all these seasons with no man. Let her be great. She seems very happy. And I just hope either her or Sweet Tea, one of them need her to have a baby. They all trying to have a baby. I hope they get the babies they want. But Sweet Tea, maybe it's not happening because so much is going on. You wanted to be on TV because she said something about her fans. Girl, let's not push it now. I don't know about fans. I wouldn't. And I know people like to use that term, and it's like supporters, because people don't have to support you. The people are a fan of the show. They are not a fan of you. So when you're off the show, it's like me. Like, I'm a fan of LeBron James. So he plays for the Lakers. So now I'm a fan of the Lakers. But if he goes back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, then I might just go back to being a Cavs fan because I'm a fan of LeBron. So that's just kind of how it goes. It's like, okay, girl, we're not really worried about you. We worried about the show. And whoever's on the show, we watching the show. And if you ain't on it, then we don't care what you got going on no more. She better parlay and really maximize this YouTube platform. She was using her YouTube platform to really kind of solely talk about the show or talk about her seasonings that was named after Quad. Or she had, well, it was like a dating line or something. Whatever it was named after Quad's Spices line. And I didn't really like that. Girl, you couldn't think of nothing else? She really needs to build on that platform, kind of like Nene is. Not comparing her to Nene, but I'm just saying she need to do something. But I don't see even a friend of capacity. You see Anila trying to sneak in every chance she gets. I don't see why Quad would be back on the show. Greg and his singing really did it in. She just wasn't a good fit. I can't even think of any other platform where she would make sense on. I think she needs to just if she can come through and deliver with that baby, then she can really talk about that on and make it a family channel on her YouTube. Maybe if you do that, girl, give me a shout out to something. But it was nice knowing you, Quad. Not Quad? Quad is there. I'm sorry. It's nice knowing you, Sweet Tea. We knew Dean needed a full recast, a full cast shakeup, and my first person that I would remove would be Dr. Jackie. If you don't like that, fight your mama. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about these hot topics down in the comments. If you want to see more content like it, let me know. Like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.